as body checking is considered a legal act in hockey. This week we'll explore some subtle differences between why most checks are legal, some illegal, and some perceived as illegal. In the Win Today Ice Hockey League, a legal body check is considered a controlled physical play used to separate an opponent from the puck. Here are some key characteristics of a legal body check. Number 1, shoulder-to-shoulder contact. The player delivering the check aims to make contact with the opponent's shoulder, ensuring that the hit is initiated within the legal hitting zone. Number 2, arms down. The player keeps their arms down and not extended during the check, preventing any unnecessary or dangerous follow-through. Number 3, targeting the torso. The player delivering the check aims for the opponent's torso area, avoiding hits to the head, neck, knee, or back. Number 4, timing and positioning. The player delivering the check must time it properly and be in a position to execute a clean and effective hit. Number 5, fairness and sportsmanship. A legal body check should be made with respect for the opponent and the integrity of the game, focusing on winning possession of the puck rather than causing harm. Overall, a legal body check is a fundamental part of the game that requires skill, control, and respect for the rules to ensure player safety and fair competition on the ice. As there are numerous great hits throughout a game, we'll take the time to show a couple legal hits. This is just a great open ice check, not excessive, no elevation, has a purpose of separating the puck from the puck carrier, and body parts stay tucked. On this play, Auer receives a pass, crosses into the attacking zone, where he knows there is a high probability of contact. Werschel, as the D-man, reads the play, eliminates a lane, makes an effort to slightly turn immediately before contact, and deliver a check through the use of his shoulder to Auer's torso. This is considered a legal check. Valentine takes a skating lane away, makes shoulder-to-shoulder contact, and not considered excessive. Schwinger, gaining puck possession and having a very narrow window of opportunity, also does a great job of knowing he is limited. He adjusts the skating lane and prepares to take a hit through his shoulder, limiting the force by turning to diminish contact. This is not as clear-cut and room for judgment. The judgment part, and some may consider this to be illegal, is a consideration of Richter momentarily losing puck possession and control. However, we feel this is a legal check. Richter's attempting to break out of his D zone, picks a skating lane towards the boards. Friend skates parallel with Richter, taking away a lane on an angle off approach. Both are aware, both need to be prepared, and the contact is shoulder to shoulder. Here are some key characteristics not permitted, or red flags for game officials when making a body check. Number 1, check to the head, check from behind, or kneeing. The location of the impact to the head area, back or below hip. Number 2, roughing. Use of hands in a pushing manner. Number 3, cross check. Use of a stick to deliver contact. Number 4, elbow. Extension of the arm away from body. Number 5, interference. Hit on player that does not have possession or control of the puck. 6, boarding. Checks or pushes a defenseless opponent in such a manner that causes the opponent to hit or impact the boards violently or dangerously. 7, charging. Either jumps the check or builds up speed by taking multiple strides immediately prior to making contact and/or travels an excessive distance with the sole purpose of delivering such a hit and/or violently checks an opponent in any manner. Let's take a look at a couple hits that are considered illegal and why. On the first one, Robertson makes an illegal check on Friend. A minor penalty was assessed. The league would prefer a 5-minute in-game misconduct assessed under the category of charging for distance traveled, building up speed immediately prior to making contact, or boarding for causing Friend to hit or impact the boards dangerously. This hit is considered overly forceful and more to endanger than separating friend from the puck. On this clip, no penalty was assessed. However, the league prefers this to be a 2-minute penalty, assessed under the category of charging, for the elevation of feet leaving ice. 2 minutes would be the correct call, as it is not overly forceful. The elevation is considered needless and avoidable. In summary, there is a considerable amount of judgment involved in the application of these rules by the referees. The responsibility is on the player applying the check to ensure their opponent is not in a defenseless position, and if so, they must avoid or minimize contact. However, in determining whether such contact could have or should have been avoided, the circumstances of the check, including whether the opponent put himself in a vulnerable position immediately prior to or simultaneously with the check, or whether the check was unavoidable, can be considered. This balance must be considered by the referees when making a decision if a body check is deemed legal or illegal.